Good afternoon. So I totally forgot to vlog last week. Completely forgot. Life's been so busy. I got approved for an apartment with my friends and published my book. You know about that. But I'm working on getting the hard copy of it, and work was just crazy this week. I think I got overtime. That's how crazy it was. I've been trying to figure out all week what to vlog about anyways. And so I'll probably do another one tomorrow or something, because I gotta do one for this week, plus last week. Basically, with my 22 things to do this year, I basically need to do 52 vlogs and before next March. I've been thinking a lot. I know I probably did a vlog about this forever ago when I was first trying to vlog, and I didn't know how to do it, and it was just well, this is weird. No one's watching these. Well, no one still is watching these. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about zines and zine culture and how amazing zines are. My Aunt Heather, who lives in Oregon, she got me into zines. She sent me her first zine, which was the Smoking Bear Cub Club, and I just was amazed by it. I thought it was so cool. I didn't understand what it was. I'd never heard of a zine, didn't know what it was, didn't know where to get a zine or anything. It was just so bizarre and so wonderful, and I was just what is this? Tell me how to zine. So she sent me this book. What you mean, what's a zine? And it's a great resource. It has all sorts of doodles and stuff in it, like this awesome page, and it just talks to you a lot about what a zine is. And it gives you ideas for zines. It gives you tons of ideas for folding and printing and distributing, and there's a whole page, a couple pages on folding zines and stuff. This is the best book I've ever seen on zines, and maybe it's just because it's my first one, but I freaking love it, and it's really, really great. I highly suggest everyone get this. The second book, I bought this about a year or two ago off Etsy, and it's the Stolen Sharpie Revolution 2. I don't know what the first one is, but copy and destroy is their logo. And it has a lot more about distributing zines and where to find zines, where to sell zines, distros and symposiums and all sorts of cool stuff. And it's made more like zines that I make, where it's, it's really cool. Zines, I think, are amazing, because zines, you can do literally anything you want. Anything you want to a zine, and it will be a zine. You can just draw on a zine. You can even just be black and white sketches. It can be full color. It can be on black and white paper. It can be on colored paper. It can be this big of a zine. It can be that big of a zine. It can be writing. It can be pictures. It can be anything you want. Anything. And I find that amazing, because I think doing stuff yourself, DIY, is so important to creativity and finding out who you are. It's really helped me, and it's actually educated me on a lot of things too. I had really no idea about gender and gender fluidity and sexuality. I was, this little Utah girl who didn't know what anything was. I thought girls like boys, boys like girls. Every now and then there was just like my sister liked girls, but I didn't really understand it. It was just kind of okay, I guess there can be gay people and lesbians, but I didn't understand changing genders or not feeling like you're in the right gender. I didn't understand people's stories about it. I didn't think that was really a hypothetical thing, or I didn't think that it was a real thing. I didn't understand that, and so I started just reading all of these zines, and it really opened my eyes to a lot of things in the world, and I love it. Last year I was able to go to the Zine Symposium in Portland with my aunt and my friend Ashton, and this year I'm planning on going with my aunt and hopefully my friend Megan, but we'll see. But it's just amazing to see people come together over one form of art. There's so many things you can do with art, and there's so many different kinds of zines. A person who writes just strictly poetry in their zines can be right next to someone who just strictly draws in their zines, and I find that amazing. And they can be exchanging zines and complimenting each other's art style. That's so cool. And there's workshops and stuff, and there's zine symposiums and conventions and stuff all over the world from what I understand. But I've only ever been to the Portland one. I'd love to go just like one summer, go on a road trip and just hit up like all the zine symposiums. I think it'd be awesome. You know, when I'm rich and famous, but not really famous and not really rich. Just one day, a couple years from now. But I highly suggest you look up zines. You can find them. A lot of zines are on Etsy. If you just Google it, you can probably look up a lot of distros and stuff. I highly suggest looking up these books. They're both on Amazon, and I'll both put both the links in the bottom so you can read them and find them. You can buy them used, you can buy them new, whatever you fancy. Just get into zines. Even just like look it up and find a zine that interests you. I guarantee there is a zine out there that interests you. There is. And if there's not, if you can't find exactly the right zine to interest you, you make that zine. And then let me know about it so I can, you know, trade with you and look at it and love it. So that's all for today because I think my parents are home and I gotta keep packing. I have no posters on my wall behind me, and that's really weird. And I got a lot to pack. So have a wonderful Sunday. Happy Easter, and make some zines.